Welcome back, guys. We're going to work on H, and I don't mind, well, I don't mind doing it here on the same page. Sum of three consecutive natural numbers, same. If the middle one is M, if you know the middle one, the one higher will be 2 plus, and the one lower will be 2 minus. So you would do H, part H. If the middle one is M, the previous one will be M minus 2. The middle one is M, and the guy after the middle one is M plus 2. And then I'm going to simplify things a little bit. I have 3M, and plus 2 and minus 2 will they'll cancel, and your answer is 3M. I'm going to pause it just a little bit, okay?
For this one,
Mhm.
if because it doesn't say necessarily odd natural numbers, do you have to do -2 and +2, or could you do -1 plus 1
Oh, you
minus,
are right. You're
like, do you get
absolutely
what I'm
right. No,
saying?
no. Yeah, I do. I do understand. I did make a mistake. Some of it doesn't say, or does it? The sum of three consecutive. So I messed up. Thank you. Thank you. So is that acceptable now, guys? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And it doesn't say odd. Yes, you have to read it carefully, and we're documenting it. Yep, absolutely. It doesn't change the answer, but you should write the right thing. Correct. Good. Very important. If it's odd, they go up by 2. It's even, they go up by 2. If it's just natural numbers, they're going to go up by 1, like you guys know. Wonderful. Let's see what else is coming up. All right, so we did that one. Okay, this is getting interesting. Okay. All right, I'm going to get rid of these because just a distraction now. Okay, guys, in a college, there are P professors and S students. There are 45 times as many students as professors. Write an algebraic expression. Okay, kind of makes sense. There are more students than professors. So what is the relationship between P and S? P is the number of professors. That is equal to, actually, it'll be S is going to be 45P. Okay. There are 45 times as many students as professors. So what does that mean? You take the number of professors multiplied by 45, you're going to get a bigger number. That bigger number must be equal to the number of students. Don't do this. Okay. It's a common mistake people make. They read the same sentence and they write this, and that's incorrect. That's not going to get you any points. Okay. This is wrong. This is right. All right. I don't know if I have to do all of them. Suppose a class has G girls and B boys, and there are 5 more girls than boys. Let's do this. And then um, I don't think this is really that difficult. You guys can handle it. I know that pretty well. But we'll do this one. Things will get more interesting with the next problem. All right. Suppose a class has G girls, B boys, and there are five more girls than boys. So again, there are more girls. Okay. So you're going to take the number of girls and should equal B plus 5, not the other way around. There are five more girls. So the number of girls is bigger. How much? By how much? By 5. And you're adding. There are five more girls, not 5 times as many girls as boys. That would be multiplication. This one will be G is equal to B plus 5. I'll give you a couple of minutes to process it. Again, guys, don't do this. Don't do this on the exam for this problem. That would be incorrect. Not going to work. So let's do number 7. We need a lot of room for number 7. We have done a problem similar to this. Again, when you see these, you ideally want to label. The first term is A subscript 1. The second one is A subscript 2. And the third one is A subscript 3. The first term, the second term, the third term. Now, do they want squares? I'm just going to put it on top because that panel menu will cover it. So first term, second term, third term. How many matchsticks? They don't want the squares. They want the number of matchsticks. The way I see it, guys, the first one has, this one is, okay, they want how many matchsticks? These corners, I'm going to call them elbows, are there. There's only one elbow per shape. That's easy. Okay. The first one has 1 horizontal and 2 vertical. The second one has 2 horizontal squares and 3 vertical. The third one has 3 horizontal and 4 vertical. Okay. Again, the elbow one requires 4 sticks always. The remaining squares, the so-called vertical leg and the so-called horizontal leg, all of them or each of them, they require only 3. Okay, you really want to process that. The elbows require 4. Every shape has an elbow, you'll need 4. So this one is for the nth one, okay? Let me write down a few things, okay? The nth one, the nth one will have an elbow square, okay? You know what I mean by elbow. What else would it have? It will have N1 will also have N horizontal squares and horizontal squares. And now I have to be careful, N plus 1 vertical squares. So again, I look at the structure and analyze and look for pattern. The nth shape will have N plus 1 this way and this way, and there will be 1 in the corner. But that's not all they're asking. They want us to find the number of matchsticks needed. All right. So The elbow will have 4. Okay. The n horizontal ones will need 3. So I'm going to write 3n. And the n plus 1 vertical ones will also need 3. And I'm going to write n plus 1. Okay. This is my answer, really, except for I'm going to simplify it. 4 plus 3n. I distribute 3n plus 3. And what do I have here? I have 3n plus 2. Now let me double check once again. 4 for the elbow, 3n for the horizontal ones, and 3n, but that sounds about right. So I'm getting 6n plus 7. It's a very good problem. That's your answer. If I give you this problem on the exam, I want you to write 6n plus 7 as your final answer. I'm going to pause there. Good 1 minute, guys, okay? See if you have any questions. Okay, let's see if we can look at the next problem. Okay, 8. This is number 8. Write an algebraic equation relating the variables described in each of the following situations. P is your pay. P is the number of hours you work. If you're paid $8 an hour, well, that's not too bad. Your pay is going to be 8 times T. P is your pay, T hours. If you're paid $15 for the first hour and $10 for each additional hour, that's fun. So no matter what, you're going to be paid if you work more than 1 hour on doing part B. You're going to be paid $15 for the first hour. Okay. Then you're working for T hours. Okay. You already got $15 for the first hour. How many more hours do you have left? T minus 1. And don't forget that. Take a look, guys. B is a little tricky. You make $10 for T minus 1 hours. If you work for 11 hours, for the first hour, you make 15. For the remaining 10 hours, you make 10. But we don't have 11 hours, we have T. For the first hour, you make 15 bucks. How many hours do you have left? You're supposed to work for T hours. You have T minus 1 hours to work for. And for each of those new T minus 1 hours, you will be paid $10. And you want to simplify it just a little bit. That's what I'm getting. And if you simplify it further by subtracting 10 from 15, you're going to get this. And you can put a dollar sign if you really want to, you really don't have to. This is in dollars, your whole pay. So the first one is very easy. The second one is a bit challenging. Let's do number 9. I don't think this is too difficult. Number 9. So when you do algebra, it's very important to read the problems very carefully. Just like I missed the odd, I just inserted the word odd and the whole thing was off. For a particular event, a student pays $5 for a ticket and a non-student pays $13 for the same ticket. If I have X students, 100 non-students, okay, that's not that bad. So X students are going to pay 5X bucks, okay? And I have 100 non-students, and each of them will pay 13. That's what I'm getting, guys. Total amount of money. This is the amount they're going to receive, whoever is selling the tickets, plus 1300, and it's a dollar amount. Done. I think, guys, that's plenty of math for today. Let me see how many more do we have? So you should be able to 14. We have like 2 or 3 more problems. I don't mind saving it for another day, which is our next class. These are a little slightly messier, I think, but 10, then what did I assign you? Yeah, I assigned the 13 is a little messy. That's okay. I'm not trying to scare you. 4 through 11 and 14. I assigned you 14, the first one. Yeah. So let's save the last 3, 9, 10, and 13. So we really have 4 through we did up to 9. So we have 10, 11, and 14. We have 3 problems. We'll save it for the next class. So again, let's see. Do you have any questions from our lesson today or from something we have done recently or anything? If you don't have any questions, feel free to leave. If you have any questions, even from MATLAB, this is not a bad time to do it. I can do it for everyone. If you do have questions, hang around. Otherwise, feel free to leave. I'll see you next class next week. Try to stay safe.
I'm trying to find the problem, but I do have one question.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take your
Oh,
time.
it was.
Take your time.
I think it was this one. Okay, it was. It might have been the second one we did. It was the take any number, add square root of 3,
Oh, okay,
multiply.
I can find it. I can find it. I hope I didn't mess up. But anyway, we are being recorded, so it will be corrected. I'll be able to find it. No worries.
Yeah, that one. Number
Which
2.
number 2? Let's try it again. Catch me if I make a mistake. Okay, so if the original one was incorrect, we'll do it correctly this time. Translate the following instructions into an algebraic expression. Take any number, let the number be n. Let the number be n. I take this number, add square root of 3 to it. So how do I do that? I'm going to start with this n plus square root of 3 to it. Okay, I added that. If you want me to do it in multiple lines, then I'm going to multiply the sum. Sum means the whole number, your current number. I'm going to multiply it by 7. I did. Then I'm going to subtract 14. And I did. And then I'm going to divide this whole expression by 2. By 2.
Well,
Now,
it could be by 7, which I think you did it by
oh,
first time.
okay. Last time I did it by 7. This time I'm doing it by 2. I don't know what's going on, but yes, absolutely.
My
Is that
question was the last part where it says finally subtract the original number.
Oh, great.
Do we need to go
And what
back and like
ah,
subtract in?
yeah. I didn't read the last line. Finally, subtract the original one. My bad. So, guys, those of you going to watch it, the original one I didn't do this line, and that's my fault. Let's do it. So, thank you for catching it. Now, feel free to catch me in class. I don't find that embarrassing or anything. Just ask. So, guys, before I subtract the original number, which is n, I'm going to simplify this, okay? It'll help me deal with it a little better. So, I divide 7, I get 7 and 1. And 14 divided by 7 is 2. And this is what I get. My last line is really equivalent to this. I'll do it here. Is equivalent to this. Now, the part that I messed up, if I subtract n, like so, this and this will cancel. The answer will be this. So my answer, I'm going to do it here. Answer is going to be I see what's going on, not a problem. Square root of 3 minus 2. Minus 2. That's my final answer, yes. I'm going to get rid of this. And this is my answer. And thank you for catching my error.
So
That's your
then, now that there's not a variable, how would you do it if it gives you a variable, like a number?
Well, I think, good question. I think they just want you to see that in this case, the answer is a constant, the variable cancels away. That's all. They won't,
Okay.
if you see this problem, you're going to see it in chapter 8, section 2, the next section. They'll make you do math and the variable most of the time won't cancel. Okay.
Okay.
So for this, they just want to see if you can do the algebra. That's all. They want to see if you can read the sentence in English and translate it into algebraic expressions. That's all.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Bye bye. You too.